Hi everyone, this is Wing from CityLux. Today we are going to be talking about beginners fountain pens, alright? So we've already written a blog talking about the top 10 beginners pens that you can look at this year. So just go down to our link below, you will see a link to our blog talking about all these top 10 beginners pens. Out of the top 10, I brought out some to shoot onto this video. So remember to give us an early like and subscribe to us if we are giving you some value before you make your purchases. Alright, so let me get into the pens right now. A lot of you might be wondering about fountain pens, right? So I think maybe some of you have seen it on social media about fountain pens. You've seen some cool friends or cool people using fountain pens and wondering whether you should try out one as well, right? Of course, maybe you might think every day we're using a ballpoint pen, alright? So why should I get into a fountain pen, right? I think there are many reasons why you can get into a fountain pen, alright? Firstly, fountain pens are cool, alright? They're definitely different from your everyday ballpoint pen, alright? Your 50 cents or $1 ballpoint pens. Fountain pens help you write better. Okay, because why? Fountain pens nibs have a certain direction you should write with. Alright, there's a face up and face down, and you need to hold it in a correct direction to get into flow. So that actually helps you in guiding your writing style and definitely helps you in handwriting. Okay, next, you want to use a fountain pen because it's environmentally friendly. Like, why? Right? It's true, these are still made of plastic, or you can get a metal one, but a fountain pen you can keep filling up with the ink. Alright, so when you use a ballpoint pen, maybe you're using a cheap one or an expensive ballpoint pen, but you have to keep change out the refills, or if it's a cheap one, you don't even change the refill, you throw the entire pen out and then you get a new one. Alright, but a fountain pen, you just need to get a bottle of ink. You can just keep filling up, especially those of you who are heavy writers and write quite a bit. Fountain pens really make sense, alright? You can just keep filling up. And actually a bottle of ink, it starts at a really low price. If you go and search around, right, you can start with a bottle of ink at 10 Singapore dollars, but they will last you quite a bit. And you can also choose all kinds of different colors these days and all kinds of different shimmers that you cannot necessarily find in a ballpoint ink, right? Just search up or go to our website, go to our links below. You can see the different inks available. You'll go like bonkers because like, wow. Just red alone, there are like 10 shades of red, blue, there are like 20 shades of blue, blacks and grays, there are like more than 20, and it comes with different kinds of shading as well. So that's really fun. And I think that's the cool part about using the fountain pens too. Get into your fountain pens today. First off, I'm going to look at is the Pilotkakuno. I think everybody's very familiar with this. This is really a starter kit. It was really created for kids to start with, which is why it's pretty cute. And you can see even over here on the packaging, you can see this face. Okay, this is not just a nice cute picture they created, because when you open up the pen, you can see it actually in the nib itself. So they've transferred it directly onto this, so it's quite cute. Actually, it's even cuter than the drawing here, because the drawing is just a smiley face. The one on the nib actually is sticking out its tongue. At this price point, this is really an easy entry point. Alright, so this is less than $20 in Singapore. So that's less than, that's about, I don't know, about 12 US dollars or something like that. So this is a really good price point, and at this price point you get a very sturdy pen. It's well made. Then it comes with already a cartridge included. Alright, so we've already inserted this as well. You can see very easily it comes in a variety of colors as well, and it's very light. You can definitely use it on a day-to-day. It doesn't come with any clip though. This pen comes with a variety of sizes, of course. This is being a Japanese pen, the Fs and EFs are obviously very popular over here, but you've got a variety of nib sizes you can choose from. This is made such that it's easy to hold, it's very light, you can use it every day. Can it be posted? Yeah, it can be posted as well. So for those with larger hands, you can also get started with this pen. Alright, easy, push in, clip, and then you can see quite clearly when the ink is using up. Cartridges are easy to buy as well. Is there a converter for this? You can buy a converter for this as well. Just look inside your Pilot converters, you can find them too. Okay, next I have over here is a Kawiko Percule. Alright, so Kawiko created this also from one of his previous collections. This name was given probably more than 50 years ago. They took out the name and restarted it as one of the beginner series. So you can buy them as this clamshell, or I think they've changed the packaging recently as well. You can buy them as single, so it's easy to pull out. And then what you have inside includes 3 cartridges inside. Okay, these are international size cartridges. Okay, and what you have inside will be similar to this. I've already put out the individual ones. So it's available in quite a few different colors as well. They have new pastel colors. If you like classic black, that's also available. And it normally comes either with a fine or a medium nib only, no EFs for the Percules. Alright, but these are all small nib sizes. What goes on the inside, very simple. It's just an international cartridge. You just push it in and then you can get started. So the grip wise, you can see over here, this has an angular grip. Okay, so and then on the 3 sides. So this is supposed to help guide you as a new user as you're holding. There's one at the bottom to help you rest and 2 at the side for you to hold on to your grip. Right, behind this is like 16-sided, but it's still quite smooth to hold. The clip, so this is also a push in. Alright, so it's not threaded, so it's also easy to post. Okay, and it's nicely weighted, definitely something you can use on an everyday basis. Frisbee created entry-level pen called the Twisty Go a few years back. So this is really entry price as well. It's around $20 US, alright, $27.50 Sing, around this kind of pricing. Alright, then it's very simple pen. Alright, most of the Twisties are all twist. So this one is something they created as a departure. They actually have a push-in pen over here. What's interesting about the Twisty Go, of course, is also its mechanism. So other than the fact that it's push-out, that's different from the rest of the Twisty pens, is the way you can fill it up. So Twisty pens are supposed to be famous because of its clear barrel where you can see the piston mechanism. So when they created the Go, they made the mechanism a lot easier than the usual twist mechanism. This is actually a spring loader. You just need to push in and release and all the ink goes. So that really makes it much easier for beginners. Alright, and it fills up enough of ink. Alright, so this one is spring loader. Once you push in, it pops out and the ink gets drawn. But that's it, no matter what, you have to have a bottle of ink, and then you learn how to put it into the ink bottle and then release to actually fill this up fully, right? So that might take a little bit more effort than just putting in an ink cartridge. So recently Twisty released something new. This is the brand new Twisty Swipe. So I think this is a good in-between or a good beginner's pen as well because of the mechanism. So basically it's also a very light pen, it's everyday use. It is also a push close, alright, so it's easy mechanism as well. This one comes with a clip and you can still open up and then you can see the converter. So what we have put in is to show the converter, alright, and The good thing is instead of using this converter, this is actually the spring-loaded converter, so it's also very simple for you to push in and then draw just like the Go. You can have the added option of just putting in a cartridge. Alright, so we have actually explained in detail the new twisty swipe in a different video, so you can go above to go and see the detailed review of this twisty swipe. Alright, but I think as a beginner pen, this is really good and at a good price point. Looks nice and smart as well, looks pretty professional already. Because the Kaweco pens are priced really easy. Next up from the Perkyo will be the Sports series. Alright, the Sports series, they have the Classic and the Skyline. The main differences are of course the color trims. Alright, the Classic ones are all gold trims, and then the Skyline ones are silver or chrome trims. Alright, and then of course it comes with different variety of colors on body. So this one is very easy, it's still twist, alright, but I think just a few simple twists only and you can post it quite easily. It's very light, so it's definitely suitable for everyday use. They have other series that's made in metal, that's heavier and that's probably a lot pricier compared to this. Alright, and also the Kaweco Sports series comes with a cartridge included. So this is the standard blue cartridge that comes along with it. You can buy a converter. They have mini converters to go along with it to fill it up with your own favorite colors. So I think this is very easy. You can carry it around very easily. I really love the Kaweco Sports as well because it's pocket pens. I love to keep my pens in the pocket, so this is very simple to fit inside my jeans on everyday use. Next up is from multibuddy. This is the Monza 3. Alright, so Monza 3 is evolved from the original Monzas that we have. I think multibuddy has worked hard to actually address some of the concerns of users in the community, and they came up with something that's very nice and simple to use, especially those who are getting interested into calligraphy. So you can see over here as well. So what's this different from the rest of the pens? You can see over here, this is the basic pen on top. It actually includes two more full front sections here. So let me show you what it means. So this is a really complete set. At this price point, you are getting as good as having 3 pens for the price of 1. Why do I say that? Because the basic one comes in filled is actually with a fine nib, alright, and it's very interesting as well. So it's got a clear feeder behind, and at this price point, they have already included a converter. Alright, for most of the other pen brands at this price point, it doesn't include a converter. So the Monza 3 includes a converter and it includes 2 cartridges as well. So if you don't own any ink bottles, straight away you can get going with the ink cartridges. That's 2 included. And what else can you do with it? So this is fit in with a fine nib right at the get-go, and then you decide, oh okay, I want to try out a different nib size. You don't have to buy another pen, right? Because even if you buy a really entry price Pilotkakuno, if you decided, fine, that's not what I really like, I want to buy a medium as well, you're going to buy 2, alright? So that doubles up the price, and then double up the price, you'll be probably at a Monza price really. But over here, then you can switch from a fine to a medium. You can just switch out easily, and it also includes another converter. So that's a full thing, you don't have to switch around, because if you really fill up with red over here, you can fill it up with blue over here, and you don't have to worry about switching out your converter, right? And the best part is you can add even one more. Multibuddy has this flex nib, so they are omni flex nib. So what is this? This is not a full flex nib in a classic sense where you can really add a lot of pressure and go from an extra fine all the way to a super broad. Yeah, so this is a semi-flex, alright? They call this an omni-flex. It goes from probably a fine to probably a medium or a broad, depending on the pressure, but don't apply too much pressure. You can go slow on it, because if you apply too much pressure, you might just damage the nib. But this is quite special as well. So this is the omni-flex nib. So in the recent past year or so, multibuddy has converted all their nibs to German nibs made by Yowo or Jowo, spelled Jowo. Okay, so these are really well made nibs now, so the quality of the nibs are really excellent, and this is definitely everyday use because it's super light as well. And probably this is more a traditional shape, bullet head shape kind, and it's quite a handsome pen too because it's fully transparent. It's a full demo style pen. All right. An interesting thing for this is if you look at it, it's got a rubber gasket in between. Why? Because you can pull this out and convert this pen into a eyedropper. All right. So if you're not familiar with eyedropper, maybe I should do a separate video for this. Let me know if you want to watch a separate video on how to use this as an eyedropper. You can comment below and then I can do that for you. So eyedroppers, you can actually fill up this whole pen with ink totally full and put it in because there's a rubber gasket, it won't leak as well. So that's really 3 converters inside here included, 3 nib sizes, cartridges. So this is really value for money, and if you're a beginner, not too sure what kind of writing style you have and you want to try out different nib sizes, this is the one to go for. Lastly, over here with us today is from Lamy. So I think Lamy is well trusted around the world. These are all from Germany and it works pretty well all the time. Why is it so famous? Because it's a hardy, durable pen. It can go everywhere with you. It's also super light. Comes with so many colors and they have new collectible colors coming out every year. Minimum 2 every year, new colors. So if you are like a Lamy Safari addict like many of us around the world, you might have very well more than one of these. So I have several myself. So over here, this is my first one, which was more like a lilac color. And so it's very easy to use as well. Some of them come with the black nibs depending on the color design. You can see some are chrome, some are black nibs as well. So why is the Safari so popular? So firstly, it's very hardy. They came out with a very nice usable clip as well. So you can see this clip, it has enough movement if you need to really use it as a clip. Alright, and it's very hardy, it returns to its place, and of course this pen is really easy to use. So over here you can see it's a 2-sided. Alright, there's 2 sides here to help guide you. It's round behind, alright, and it grips very easily, so it helps you to guide. And there's a simple little window that's on both sides so that when you put in your ink cartridge, when it runs out of ink, you can see that as well. So over here, what I've done, you can buy also the converters, alright? So you can buy the Z28 converters over here, or basic over here, you can just fill it up with the cartridges, just push through and then it will start flowing. And I think the Safari is also famous because it's easy to change their nibs. So I won't show it here, I can show it to you in a more detailed one, but it's very easy to just use your ruler and just push out these nibs if you can buy a variety of nibs to change this with. Okay, so easy to use, convenient, lasts forever. So that's the Safari, which is why it's so popular as a beginner's pen as well. So over here, I've just shown you a variety of these pens. You won't really go wrong with any of these. These are super reliable pens to work on and at super good prices for you to start your journey as a fountain pen user. Then you can join the rest of us to really live simply and write daily. Alright, so remember to subscribe to us. Alright, I'll see you again next time. Bye.